Alrighty, we are live. Today might be a bit loopy, cause it was my birthday weekend. But yeah, probably gonna be a low energy kind of travel day. So
General entertainment and content.
hello.
Hi.
No.
Hope I didn't interrupt anything.
Nah, probably brain words. No interruptions, just hi. Things are here now.
Yes. Are we ready to get into things?
Yep.
All right. So last time, get on the right scene. The party had their introduction to Dione, had discussions about what's going on with things, and then had some downtime in Skypillar, where they learned more about the Rusted Fang, learning that he is the oldest living dragon, one that lived long enough ago that he participated in the war. And now they have decided to set off to meet him. Top of the game. We're...
No, so Ember said goodbye to Ginger for now.
Yes. At that, travel rolls. We're gonna be doing a lot of traveling.
Movement.
A lot of venture.
Alright.
Right along. Feel like we should probably go as fast as possible,
Yeah, agreed.
given that we're in a race to get to the Rusted Fang before.
Potentially before.
Yeah, so.
And could you please ping where that is exactly? I know it was like general, like this kind of vicinity and like these areas, this whole
Well, it
range
has
and stuff.
actually changed since last time because of some things
Oh.
that I world built. He is now over here.
Oh, even further.
And you can see him
Wait,
on the map.
I did not zoom
I
out
was-
enough on the map. Okay,
Right there.
can you ping it again?
Okay. Wait, let me
Okay.
zoom out all the way. That's 50
Oh, boy.
hexes more or less.
Okay.
This won't be a while.
So, Ember is, so definitely want to do fast pace, and I'm just gonna have Ember, roll a navigation check. Just, so, DC 15, so,
Yep.
got this plus 2. Natural 2, so, sorry.
Oof. All good, all good.
So, we rolled the D8 once.
Alright. 6.
Okay. And does anyone want to try to ask around to get us advantage on the complication roll, or?
You know what? Sure.
Mhm.
You will try to help out.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you
what
can
are
get
the-
advantage.
Yeah, right. What are the skill checks for?
So basically, so far we have, so because Ember has proficiency with cartographer's tools, because Shatterkai, I can roll a, navigation check. So basically, if, we're doing, slow pace, the DC is 5, medium pace DC is 10, fast pace DC is 15, and so that would give us advantage on the navigation, but we did do well. And then the other check that we've been utilizing is so that's based, so that one is wisdom, 1d20 plus wisdom modifier, and what they're doing now is kind of so what Ini's doing is talking to people to kind of ask around about like potential hazards. So that is a charisma check.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that's
15.
15
Okay.
passes.
all right.
And it's like, I want to roll some dice at some point.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I guess
Oh no.
Oh my god.
oh no.
Those were some bum
I-
directions we got.
Yeah, quick
Oh,
I have a quick question since
Yes.
Roxanne wants to roll dice. Since Dione isn't proficient with cartographer's tools, I don't believe, but does have better wisdom, could she give Ember the help action with navigating? Do
Yeah.
we think that is fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
All right. Okay, but we'll do that next time. So, but now we have guaranteed complication.
Yep. 7. Let me also double check what I pre-rolled as a random encounter, because that just helps speed things up.
Yeah.
Okay. As you get to the bottom of the mountain, I think. How to flavor this? I think there is a. Oh, actually, I know how to flavor this because the complication you got was toll, so we can say that it is your like your indues and such. If you all are fine with that. Indues and paying for like Ember's family's lodging.
yeah,
Okay.
that's good flavoring. We
Okay. So.
we got
Oh.
majorly paid recently, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
And I will remind her that like Ember did put down like 5,000 gold for his family member for for everyone's lodging, so like 1,000 gold per person. So
Yeah.
does that cover it for a little bit or
Yeah.
okay.
Now for your encounter. Oh, then I have to look up the stat block. Yeah, this is gonna be no challenge. Could I get an initiative count? Because we're gonna try and do something interesting with this.
Okay. With or without advantage from a weapon of warning?
With.
Well, I get advantage automatically, so me.
With.
Okay.
Dirty 20 for Ember.
8 for Eni.
12.
12. And for Dione?
I rolled an 18 and a 19.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
And who's the shortest is definitely Dione. So as you're walking,
He's not the shortest anymore.
as you're
Weird.
walking, you do feel the weapon of warning send that signal, the dagger. And Dione, you are not sir. I would say you don't necessarily get to act because it is not clear until it strikes what this is. Until Dione, with an 11, a giant poisonous snake strikes out at you. I assume 11 doesn't hit?
It does not.
Yeah. And then this thing has 11 hit points, you beat it easily.
Mm-hmm.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So, fun fact about Ember right now, I decided to give him, the Great Weapon Master feat, so that means, when he rages, his great axe attack have +10.
It's
So he just needs to
beautiful.
hit once.
Great Weapon Master, the new one specifically, on a barbarian is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Maybe I could even outdo Jared with damage sometimes.
Next venture roll.
Okay. And so Dione giving Ember help action. So
Mhm.
So would this
Wait.
be one of us rolls twice, or we each roll separately?
I would
Um,
say Ember rolls twice because Ember's the one with proficiency.
but yeah. So Roxanne, if you wanna like roll some dice this time, you can do 1d20. You can do 1d20 +2 for advantage. So
Okay. That's a
'Cause-
2 plus 2 for one of them.
damn it, both of them.
Oh,
Okay, so we're just this is just the curse of the twos. Jesus Christ. Okay,
it's the curse of the threes in one of my other. No, in two of my other campaigns, it's the curse of the threes, and this, it's the curse of the twos.
Zaldin, you want to roll the travel die? Just
Yep.
because I don't feel
Yep,
like I
yep.
should roll dice.
6 again.
6.
Okay, a less bad curse, I would argue.
All right. And are you all trying to network to scout out what's ahead?
Yeah, I'd say so. Straight
I mean,
charisma
you're
roll.
both charismatic,
And,
so you can
yeah.
do advantage if you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
yeah, straight charisma roll with advantage because help, hopefully.
Yep.
Mhm.
I will say, especially because this is.
Unless he doesn't want to help you.
I will say,
Yeah,
because this is a
good.
long journey, be sure to keep track of your supplies, your rations, and stuff.
Mhm. Oh, gotcha.
All right.
Oh, okay, good to know. So, okay.
That's a 13.
13.
I'm just gonna.
I'm
I'm gonna look at my inventory to
rations.
see my rations.
Yeah, you
So-
could also. It would at fast pace. It would be 25, so you could pick up 50 rations if you need it. You got a large
might, but-
paycheck, and I think it's like 1 silver per ration.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd probably do that then, since I didn't
Okay,
realize
Also, I'm pretty
how
sure I
far
have-
it was.
Also, I have a cleric with create food, with access to create food and water if we run out.
Oh,
so...
then you don't need to worry about
yeah.
rations.
Okay,
Oh, perfect.
thank you.
Alright.
Thank you
I'll
for
just
feeding
keep
the party.
rations. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 13 unfortunately does not meet. So we are looking at single roll of the complication die. Before I roll complication, are there any scenes on the road that anyone wants to have? I'm gonna get in the habit of asking that.
Yeah. I think in general, like, Ember has, both for, like, you know, navigation, but also just in general, like, Ember's probably been, like, sticking with Dione a good amount. Making sure a new person is comfortable, and also, you know, like, Dione mentioned that it's like she has friends in the Empire, so it's like, you know, she's in a similar position to Ember in that way of, you know, having people to worry about. So,
Do we want to RP any of that out?
do you want to, Roxanne?
Sure.
Alrighty. Oh shoot.
How are you holding up?
Well, this whole situation is all very stressful for me, I'm not gonna lie, so... But at least we have a goal, so...
Yeah. Yeah, and I know the others can seem a little, well, they do care about this. It's just, well, they don't have anyone to lose, so what do they have to fear, you know? I am both grateful that they are able to be a little more level-headed in certain ways, but also kind of drives me crazy. Because it feels like I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, it's like there's something to be said for looking for, like, things you can do, but you still need to acknowledge the underlying stress.
Yeah. Anything I can do to help, or I know I'm not very good with people. Like, first thing I told you about was our list of enemies, and that was not a very good introduction. I was okay.
I'm trying to think.
Okay. Oh no, two socially awkward people are playing two socially awkward characters. It's compounding.
What are
Me-
Jared
me-
and... Sorry. I was
Yeah, I was
gonna...
gonna say, what are the shady pair doing?
Yeah.
I think that Jared is probably just trying to make sure that, like, going over the current information that he has, like, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and if I am to prepare for the worst, what do I need to prepare for, kind of a thing. And he's just kind of contemplative is the best word that's, I think, coming to mind currently. And a combination of referring to just brain words. Why are you blinking? Yeah, he's just trying to, if the worst of events happen, what do we need to face and prepare for? And what are threats that we can take, and what are threats we need to run from? Basically just planning ahead.
Got it. What's Eni doing? If Pokemon is there. Ah, they're muted right now, so they're probably BRB.
Okay.
Yeah. Does Dion have any answer for Ember?
Honestly,
Sorry, I
the
just
answer
realized
can
I was
be no.
muted.
Okay.
My bad.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
But as I was trying to say, if Zaldan is all right with it,
Go ahead. Yes, I'm always down for
you-
everything.
Eni would be trying to practice pickpocketing with him, and then not taking anything, but just essentially taking something and then putting it back, maybe in like a different spot.
Roll a sleight of hand check. Versus Jared's passive perception.
26.
Oh!
Oh.
Yeah, Jared, it's
Interesting.
like, where is your, what does Edie move to a different pocket?
Or she would take like maybe his coin, like his coin purse, and then maybe at some point like put it like right on the like crooks of his armor where his neck is. Like, like it's like that. You definitely did put it there. Just wondering how it got there.
How? What?
How? What? And what?
Okay,
then
here's the thing. Ember has a passive perception of 20, so if she tried to do that with him, that would be hard mode.
Uh-huh.
Nice. Yeah. No.
But
The.
essentially,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
as much as it is fun and games, she's also essentially practicing, just in case she needs to pull out these skills.
Alright.
Yeah. Fair. Understandable.
Since we don't have a rogue, we just have an Eni.
Seems like we might not need a rogue since we have an Edie.
Yeah, considering all she has with invisibility and darkness.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, does Dion have an answer for Ember? Or do we...
Yeah. Honestly, the answer can be no, there isn't anything he can do to help. So,
Yeah.
if that's where she's
Sure.
at.
Yeah, it's like just like in character. Honestly, not that I can think of. I'll get back to you later if I think of something.
All right. Thanks for helping with food. So.
Oh,
You're welcome.
I just realized, rest rules in Venture, so you probably would still need the rations, and then crate food and water would be backup.
Okay. So
Okay.
So
So,
how
yeah.
how much would 50 rations be?
I think each. Oh, let me look it up in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I think we can also scavenge things, but
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is
Food water is
a
probably
venture action to
priority.
do. Each ration is each set of rations, so for a day is 5 SP, so then 50 rations would be 25 gold.
okay.
Gotcha.
Do that easy. Remove 25. And add 50. And remove the few. Oh, that. Carrying capacity exists.
You have a bag of holding, don't worry about carrying capacity. Or I guess Edie has a bag of holding and you might need to worry about carrying capacity.
What bag of holding? No, she would, if needed, carry all the rations. this one doesn't have a hole like my last one.
If that one has a hole, everyone's in trouble.
Yeah, then that's a problem. She just looks off into the distance.
Yeah, as you all are, trekking through, hold on, I need to pull back up, the Dictionary of Dinosaurs real quick. And needs to load. There he goes. As you all are traveling, you eventually come across a large, scaly figure the size of an elephant, and one might mistake it for an elephant at first due to the tusk-like structures coming from the head. But as you look closer, you notice that instead of a trunk, there's a third structure, a horn, and
Oh, hi.
large frill on the back of the neck. As you encounter a Triceratops. I need someone to roll a d8 for me.
Alright. I've been rolling a lot of d8s, so I'll roll this one too.
Or actually d6.
Alright.
Oh, d6.
I can roll D6.
There you go, 3.
Oh, go with the 3, go with the 3, go with the 3.
Yeah. As you approach the creature, it will, upon seeing you, and stomp, but does not approach you. It is bellowing at you and squaring up, but it is not approaching.
Give it a wide berth.
Okay. But yeah, Ember is gonna very much just give it a wide berth, but look very carefully not to anger it.
And, could I get a bit of a luck check just to see if anything happens? Just because
Okay,
wild
sure.
animals are unpredictable.
19.
19? Yeah, you all give it a wide berth, and as you start moving away, it calms down and goes back to eating.
That was a weird one.
Outstanding.
Never seen anything like that.
These creatures are so fascinating. Very, very
Once they're
interesting.
enough away from it, Ember's gonna draw it.
Cute.
He's gonna draw all the dinosaurs since he doesn't have a ginger to draw right now.
Aw.
So
Alright.
but yeah, and Ember's not saying anything, but he's definitely like missing Ginger. So
Oh.
Any
For
venture?
one of those nights,
Oh,
then.
go
if
ahead.
That's all right. For one of those nights, Edie seeing that, she will take a quick glance over, not really showing any signs for and before looking back, and just continuing with her evening tasks of just counting to make sure all of her hoard's still there. But Ember would feel a form appear right beside him of essentially Umbra would be right beside him, just curled up.
I give Umber some pets.
Oh.
And every now and then, Eni will do that for Ember.
Aw.
Really sweet.
Do we have any other RP scenes for this leg of the venture?
Um,
I think Diana's like knitting to attempt to calm herself down.
yeah. And I have something, but I think I'll save it for like next go around. So.
All right. Jared, do you have anything?
Nothing at the current moment, more so just practicing what he learned earlier in the city. Just try to make sure to have those movements down, practiced, as prepared as possible.
All right. So what
Which would,
adventure?
Sorry. If it would be a noticeably different style of practice and repetition than what he usually does, that if others would like to comment on, they are free to.
Yeah, Ember definitely will, but I'll save that. I'll save that for later. So I'll save that for next roll.
Gotcha.
All right. So venture action is being taken.
Okay,
I will.
here's the thing. Yeah.
Go ahead.
You could, yeah, because could try again with navigation, or I could try and do something which might be a bit of a better chance of success, because basically Ember is like, you know, trying to relearn some of his magic, and could he potentially practice with Dione so I could get advantage on trying to get a breakthrough on that, so we make some progress. Is that something Roxanne is good with? Well,
Sure.
And especially given that Dione is an Arcana cleric, that would definitely work.
yeah. So this will be... So because it's intelligence-based, I will have a +4 to this, but it's still DC 15, but... Natural 20!
Woo!
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Ooh, good job.
yeah! Can I mark off 2 points?
Yeah,
Since I got
go
a nat
for it.
20? Yay! Okay.
What does this breakthrough look like?
I think... Okay. I need to like look at what he can do, because basically the thing he's like focusing on right now is trying to get prestidigitation back, because that's very much like Wizard's first spell. So let me just look at what that'll look like, because yeah, because I feel like working with Dione, because I think something about it, because I feel like her casting would be like slightly different than what Ember would have been trained with, where it's kind of like going about it in a different way. So he's trying to, you know, create his like shower of sparks, and it's like, and sometimes it's like you have to try something a bunch of different ways before it finally clicks, and so it's like you got to click, and you got like, you know, the shower of sparks, and just does a big arc that the rest of the party sees. So yeah, I hope that was a good description.
It was.
Mm-hmm. yeah, so. And that is definitely, like, the happiest Ember has looked like since they started traveling, so.
Smirk, nod. Happy that he's happy.
Alright.
Alright. And we should actually, like, roll the travel die, shouldn't we? So, since I didn't help with navigation. So, straight roll. Honestly,
Alright.
like, Zalden, you can be on travel die duty.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll just leave it to you, Sultan. So I don't
Alright.
bumble in the way.
And then I'll roll D20 plus 5 with advantage for charisma. Hopefully get better than what I've been doing, if that's alright. Jared, please! Jared,
Well, it's
please!
better.
Oh, that
Alright,
is
roll that D-
frustrating.
Roll that D4. This is
Two.
Nice.
with
What do you have
help.
against us today? Jeez.
No complication.
Outstanding.
Okay.
Good.
But yeah.
Another ration.
Mm-hmm.
As-
Yeah, and I.
Sorry, you were gonna say?
Okay. I did have a scene for Ember and Jared
Yeah?
once we do that, but if you want to do something else first, we can do that. So. So I guess do we want encounter or do we want
I'm good for both either way. Maybe encounter first just to get it out of the way?
yeah.
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 So as you all keep traveling, eventually in the middle of one day you just get a rush of hot wind that smells like burnt flesh. It's not pleasant.
Well,
Can I?
there are very few things that could be. Is there a direction that it's coming from?
Yeah, it would be coming from the west.
Oh, good. The direction we're heading.
Could I make some sort of check to see if I can figure out what that is?
Could I make some sort of check? Let's see. I have that.
Yeah.
I would say you could do an intelligence check to theorize. And I could give
Okay,
you, like,
Okay.
possibilities of what it is.
All right.
It's 19 plus 2, 21.
Oh!
Ooh!
Okay. I attempted to roll on D&D Beyond like a fool, and it is not loading. So
Yeah. I mean, Dion, obvious thing comes to mind of hunting dragon.
I tell that to the rest of the party.
Well,
okay,
Just
let's
we
be on the
hide.
lookout then.
we mind our own business, and if we come under attack, we defend ourselves. That's all it comes to.
Yeah. Hopefully it
Sounds
doesn't
good
wake
with
us up
me.
in the middle of the night again.
Yes.
And if it does happen, then we will hopefully be prepared for it. Just stay close.
Could I get a luck check to see how close you all get to the source?
Alright, who wants to do the luck?
Pokemon, you haven't been rolling much yet. How about you do it?
Alrighty.
Go for it.
12.
12.
12. I would say you eventually see from a decent distance, the small bush fire that has lit up, not from a dragon, but from a familiar reptilian shape, as the Carcharodontosaurus, with draconic horns and spines, is chowing down on something.
Wait a minute. It's that thing again. Is it the same one?
Think.
You guys
Maybe
fought
there's
this
a few?
before?
On the way to deliver,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, a bit before we met you. I mean,
Let's fight it more
Fine.
just win around.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know if it's that.
There was another much worse thing with too many mouths that and I'm fighting, but this seems to
There.
It is eating. It is preoccupying. Let us move on. And if it attacks us, then we will defend ourselves.
Sounds like a plan. Let's not ask too many questions.
All right. So as we come up on the next venture set, Jared and
Oh, yeah.
Ember had a scene.
yeah. So I think Ember does notice what Jared's been practicing and is gonna say, "What's that you're doing?"
Very unhelpfully, he replies, "Something different," as he's continuing.
Can I practice with you?
If you wish.
Maybe having a moving target will help practice. So basically, offering to spar. So
It's more of a specific maneuver that's better for when one is surrounded, but
okay.
sure.
Well, can-
I'll gladly take the practice.
Okay. Or you could also teach me how to do it. I don't know how to RP. What am I doing in this
No.
role-playing game?
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've only recently learned it myself, so I'm not sure if I'd be the best instructor, but at the very least it would help me understand how to operate if I attempt to teach another, perhaps.
Alright.
He shrugs, not really sure if that's actually how it works, but he'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so if you want, we could montage this where it's like, Ember and Jared train a little bit, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with that, DM, would that count enough to, help with, Ember's, fighting training, or would I need to
Yes,
dedicate the
however,
cooldown to that?
because Great Axe is a polearm versus a Great Sword, which is decently unique, you will not be able to continue doing this to keep getting breakthroughs. You will need to find a specific trainer.
Okay, gotcha. But I have, like, a starting point. so-
Yeah, and this is teaching you some of the philosophy stuff that Jared learned. Maybe some more advanced footwork and the like.
Okay. Okay, got it. Yeah, because I think some of what Ember's gonna do is just watch what Jared's doing and do his best to replicate that.
Right.
Alright. So, I guess. Continue.
Mm-hmm. Continue RP or continue stuff?
I guess continue travel is what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
I
right.
didn't
Wasn't quite
specify,
certain.
Sorry.
What venture actions are we taking?
Hey, Eenie, you roll this time. You're the only one who was successful.
Okay.
You have advantage.
I guess that's the best I can do.
This is so in character.
Just like the most pained of smiles.
You'll get it. You were so close last time.
Alright. And is anyone else doing any other venture rolls? Venture actions?
Maybe I realized because Ember is like still like getting used to his armor, so he's been wearing that. So I realized I should have been rolling some retroactive checks. So for each of the last 3 ventures, so it's like I got a 19 and a 20, so he's
Ooh.
also doing better with some armor.
Nice.
Nice.
So for the armor, I'm not gonna mark off 2 for the nat 20, but
Yeah.
yeah. So and the third one I rolled also passes. Jesus Christ. Okay. You might get the armor training boon by the time we finish the session. Okay. So I think oh yeah, I rolled 3, I still need to roll a 4th one. So oh god damn it, that's another nat 20. What the fuck? Okay.
Ah!
And that's for navigation?
Yeah.
Or-
No, I rolled it for the armor again because I didn't want to forget about it. Okay, shit. Okay.
Sorry.
Could we also say it was for navigation?
No. Unfortunately.
Aww.
Just roll another nat 20.
It's that easy. It's that easy. Just
Okay.
just be lucky. Just it's that easy. Anything other than a nat 20 is a skill issue. Heavy
Okay.
sarcasm. Heavy sarcasm. Don't take me seriously.
Okay, can we
Sorry,
say
go ahead.
Can we say Dion's helping him because I rolled
Yeah.
an 8. So. Okay, that's better. That's a 16, so that's an 18. So
Alright.
we finally get advantage on the navigation.
All right. I almost did 2d8 plus 1 instead of keep highest one. That would have been very different. 7.
7.
Okay.
And rolling for complication. No complication.
Okay, so
So probably be
Oh, yeah.
fastest to go here.
and also, just so I don't forget about it, because basically how
26 hexes. Okay.
Ember's training works is I can basically do things to like roll for breakthroughs with certain things, but then I can also get some kind of like I can mark off points. I can mark off like 1 point in one training area like every 5 days. Because it's just like, you know, he's getting used to something over time. So even if it's like I roll like shit, I'll still be able to make progress. So at this point, I'm just gonna say that he's fully gotten used to his armor. So it
Nice.
so he can wear armor, and it no longer decreases his AC. So.
Sorry, just give me one tiny moment as I look up things.
Mm-hmm.
Just need to get the right stat block.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, a stat block! No!
Gasp.
Mhm.
You cannot see the face I made, but oh, what was it? I can't remember the kid's name, but a Home Alone DVD or even VHS. I don't remember how old the movie is. The face the kid make, just like hands on
Mhm.
cheeks, just
Oh yeah.
gasp thing. You know what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for now on we'll do venture battles in the ventures in Theater of the Mind because it is too much hassle to set up a map.
Fair,
Um,
understandably.
Jared, your dagger activates as charging at
Be
you
warned.
is a figure looking like a hyena on two legs, rushing at you with, double checking my notes, with five very large hyenas accompanying it.
That's a weird werewolf.
Huh. All right then. Are they very just to be well? Actually, no. The weapon of warning went off. Of course, they're coming
Yeah.
directly towards us. He gets ready for combat.
Yep. So that is initiative for everyone.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Let me just, right, I can set up initiative.
Ooh, thank goodness for advantage, canceling out that natural one. That's a 21 total.
21 total.
Okay. 15?
15? Okay.
23.
Oh,
Dione also got a 15.
Could we say that, Ember got his ball striking magic up
Yeah.
since they had advance notice of danger? Okay, so I can get my D3s.
So Jared, so 21. Ember at 15.
Oh, actually, I should, okay, I rolled a 1. He's at 16.
Alright.
So,
What is Dione at 15? And the knoll is 12. And hyenas are +2. They're an 11. Alright. So Eni, you're up first.
Okay. Edie is going to the back.
I don't want to be a werewolf.
neither do I.
What do I want to do? I could just fireball.
You could just fireball.
Yes.
You could
please-
just
please fire.
fireball.
Yes, please fireball.
Okay, fireball it is then.
Alright.
Just fireball. Just fireball. Just fireball.
21.
Okay.
Natural 20
And,
for 22.
Gotcha.
So that's
And
3.
that will be 35 fire damage to any that failed. With a DC save of 16 dex.
So
And then
5.
17 to any who saved.
Yeah. So hyenas 2, 3, and 5 failed. And they are looking rough. The humanoid figure didn't fail, so
It's okay, so that'd be 17.
all right.
All right, and with that, she'll just squint at this weird werewolf, and we'll just do a quicken spell. There it is. Gonna do a quicken spell. Sorcerer's Burst. This one will be lightning damage.
All right.
As a bolt of black lightning shoots right at it with a nat 20, baby.
Oh,
Oh, yes!
And I'm hexing it with my shard. So it will get a for any wisdom saves, it'll have disadvantage.
all right.
Mhm.
So 13,
Oh.
and then plus. How is this calculating out? So what is the base dice you roll for Sorcerer's Burst?
It is 2d8.
2d8. Alright, so yeah. So 2d8. I had it roll a... Oh, I guess it was rolling a burst in case you would get a burst?
On the lightning and the critical damage, it got an 8.
Ah, so it's counting from the critical damage. Okay. So 16 plus 6 is...
16 plus 6 is 22.
22. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh, looking rough already.
All right.
Jared.
That's easy, scared.
Alrighty. Jared is going to use He's gonna use a once a day for free casting of Shield of Faith to give himself a 19 AC. And then he is going to basically just run into the group of all of them and use that multi area of effect thing.
Alright.
The best way to practice is actual application.
Alright, so again, they're all making a dexterity save, so... Ooh, 5's definitely not going to succeed. 7... And this would be functionally against your spell save DC, because you use Charisma to attack.
Okay. And 17 in this case is my AC. Or is my DC.
Alright.
So 2 succeeded.
So leader... Okay, so... 2 hyenas succeeded. I had to roll one more hyena. Only those 2 hyenas succeeded. Hyena 1 and 2 succeeded. Everyone else failed. What's the
Alright.
greatsword damage?
The Greatsword of Wounding, does 2d6 plus 5, and then once per turn, when I hit a creature with an attack, I can apply a wound, which, at the start of each of the wounded creature's turns, it takes 1d4 necrotic damage per wound it has.
That... I remember seeing different. That may be the 2014 version
That-
of it. We'll
That
go
might
with that
be
for
the
now.
2014. Yeah, I may have grabbed the wrong version. But yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with that for now, and I will try to find the updated version
Yeah, so
ASAP.
2d6 plus 5.
Yep. I'll roll that damage. Where is it?
Whew.
Ooh, I think it automatically rolled the... Yeah, it automatically
Oh.
rolled the wounding as well. But that's 11 plus 3 for
14.
14 total.
Yeah, the big figure already down. I think. Which hyena succeeded? It was 1 and 2. So hyena 5 also goes down.
Nice. Oh, and if I apply the Gray's weapon mastery property as well,
You do not, because this is a different action. This is the you're
different
using-
action. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to ask and be sure. Gotcha. Thank you.
Man, that dagger makes some random encounters invalid, but luckily it's a random encounters, not ones I build. So,
Mhm.
So yeah, 3 hyenas are still up. Ember.
Alrighty.
Okay. Are any of the hyenas within 5 feet of each other?
I would, since 1 and 2 are still up, I would say they are.
Okay, so I'm gonna go after them. So gonna bonus action rage. Let me get them to the 8. You. Oh, that's a 2. So I get the teleporty feature. So I think he starts going over to them, and then he just like teleports like right in front of their faces. And I'm going to do a reckless attack for the first one, and then try and get a cleave attack with the one next to it. So
All right.
going after 1 and gonna try and smack 2 in the process. So great. No! Fuck! I dropped my dice. No. Okay. So let me does a 28 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is 1d12 plus 10. So I'll just do damage to the first one. 15 slashing damage to the first one, and then cleave attack to the one next to it. So add the d3. That one's cocked. Okay. That's I'm guessing a 26 hits the second one.
Yeah.
Yes, and I just have a feeling. And then the second one takes 14 slashing damage.
Dead.
And then second attack, I'm gonna smack the first one again. So does a dirty 20 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. One of those was a nat 1, so another 15 slashing damage to the first one.
Dead.
Okay, that's my turn.
Dione, only hyena 4 is left standing.
Well, did Hyena 2 go down?
Yes.
Okay. So I got them both.
Yeah, so in that case, I think I'll just go the nothing fancy, just Sacred Flame the last one.
All right. That
Nice.
is dexterity save. 15.
DC is 16. It fails. So.
Nice.
Nice.
That's, oh, geez. It's 14 plus 19.
Yeah, it dead too.
It just evaporates.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6 and an 8 and have the +5.
Da 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 da.
Anything we can scavenge from the remains?
I mean, it's hyenas and a knoll, so
Yeah.
Okay, so not really.
you
Alright.
you can get like hyena meat, and you could use that. You can like turn that into rations.
Sure. I'll do that.
Hold on, I have to find.
Eni will collect their fangs.
I'm gonna do a luck check because our Carcaro friend was in the area. Don't worry, this would not be a fight. This would just be, oh, I smell food.
Yeah, especially when the
PA,
fire
let's
burning
get out
them.
of here.
Yeah. With an 11, I think at most it would smell the food and come, but well after you're gone.
Okay. We like hear some footsteps in the distance as we're almost done. We're just like shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Leon hastily prestidigitates the hyena blood off of everyone.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hopefully soon I'll be able to help you with that. So. All right. Shall we
I think I'm getting
continue
enough teeth-
on our way? Oh, sorry.
I think I'm getting enough teeth to make a necklace. What do you think? She'll hold up her the hyena fangs and the allosaur that we hunted a while back.
Well,
Yeah.
if adventuring
Oh, yeah,
never
go
works
for
out,
it.
I think
Oh, yeah.
if adventuring doesn't work out for you, I think you found a new trade.
Nice.
Yeah, because
I think that'll be a nice way to show off
fun-
my trophies.
also role building thing Samuel and I discussed about Shattercry is bone jewelry is very common to kind of like make use of everything they can. So like Ever definitely sees that as like, oh, that's neat.
I'd say harvesting the knoll meat is that'd be 5 rations each, or not the knoll meat, the hyena meat. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh god. No,
Mhm.
definitely not the knoll beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That would
so I
be
think,
cannibalism.
yeah, we'll give 1 to each and give the extra ration to Dione.
No, it was 5 each
Oh.
because that was.
Oh, 5 each. Okay, sorry. Would give 5 to everyone. Sorry.
All right.
All right.
Any RP scenes or
Nothing that's coming to mind for me.
all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ember's just kind of practicing his magic more. So
All right.
since he's been making progress. So
In that case, Jared,
Oh, hi. Yes.
what is it that Jared wants most now?
He wants. Okay, there's a slightly. There are two different answers. There's the want that he would say, and then there's the want that he subconsciously wants and needs. Which would you prefer?
Let's do both of them. Let's have fun with it.
Okay. The want that he would say that he wants is for himself and the ragtag group of misfits that he's traveling with, to become what they need to accomplish their goals. For himself to end the cult, for Eni to discover their true self and be free, for Ember to basically be able to live happily and peacefully, and for Dayon, that's a bit of a question mark. Just more of the overarching goal of defeat the tyrant and hopefully avoid, mass genocide in war. The want that he subconsciously wants is just I think it would be best phrased as acceptance and like verbal acknowledgement of, yeah, we're actually like friends. I care for you. I don't want to, like, you are an important part of my life, and after we're done adventuring, then I would still go out of my way to see you and make sure you're all right, kind of a thing. There's like genuine companionship.
Yeah. I think what you dream about is you find yourself in the dream at Sky Pillar. You feel stronger, but also wiser. Your armor is different. You're carrying a blade, maybe not a blade that glitters with golden pure light, but one that surges with a power. A power that is not good or evil, it just is. Your companions are also in different accoutrement, more elegant or more powerful, different weapons, different gear, and you all hold, each of you, a large golden scale. As you present this to the matron and the people of Sky Pillar, there's a celebration that erupts out that happens in the dream over the course of hours, or is it days or weeks? You're unsure, but your companions bring you into the festivities gladly. They eat and drink with you, cheer, laugh. You're brought to a few dances where you have, whoever you want to dance with dances with you, or if you prefer to dance alone, you do that. How does Jared feel in this dream?
Like something's going... He is happy. He is genuinely happy. This is... There are no more worlds to conquer, and instead of weeping, he celebrates. It is finally done. Everything can be laid to rest, at the very least for now. and it, as much of a cliche of a phrase to use as it might be, it genuinely feels like it is like too good to accept and to be true. Like that's like, if he retroactively realizes it was a dream, it's like, oh, of course it was. But like in the moment, it's like, I can't believe this is happening. This doesn't feel real. Not like he is aware it's a dream, but like that kind of sentiment of like something really good has happened, and with everything leading up to that point being utter garbage, the actually good things, the precious moments don't quite feel right. Like and I mean that in a positive manner, if that makes sense or even can be done. Hopefully the sentiment is understood.
Yeah.
And I think the last thing before you wake up is you go to mount your sword on the wall. You won't be needing it for a while. And as you do, what catches your eye is a small, I would say, talisman, in terms of function, around your wrist. You know that this was a sort of good luck charm. You feel it in your soul that that's what this was, as matching the golden designs on the sword is a bracelet woven of golden thread. And then you wake up.
What is Jared when he wakes up?
Sorry, say again, what was the question?
I think I interrupted you answering my question. How is Jared when he wakes up? Because you might notice.
Yeah. When he first wakes up, there's this, like, sort of, like, subconscious smile that he wears, but then he realizes the smile and very calmly wipes it away. Because he is very cynical of good things happening, and like, no, of course it was a dream. Forget it. If it happens, it happens. If it won't, it won't. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come. Maybe it won't be. Just focus on what is, not what might be.
Yeah, because does have a 20 passive perception, so
Yeah, might not know.
not a very good like passive insight, but
Yeah, probably might not know like the reason why he went through all that, but definitely noticed. Oh hey, he was smiling as he was asleep and woke up. He wiped the smile away.
I think Ember's gonna kind of bring in some breakfast and just sit with him and say, "You doing all right?"
Yes, I am.
Insight check.
Alright, yeah, go ahead, Bigfoot.
That was another 2, so for a 5.
He seems like he's doing alright. I mean, it's Jared, so
Mm-hmm.
he it could be genuine, yeah, I'm doing alright, or it's like, yeah, I'm alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with him, it could be either. Who knows?
Okay.
Maybe it's both.
Okay. I think I'll say, is that how you're actually feeling, or is that the answer you're saying because you don't feel like you can talk about it?
It was just a dream, is all. For once, a good one, but it is best not to dwell on it, because it only is what could be, not what is. That's all.
Yeah, sometimes those are the worst mornings where I sleep well and then I wake up and I remember everything that's happened in my life, and I don't know if I show it, but a lot of times getting up is like being hauled over broken glass.
Broken glass, hot coals, even worse, burning hot glass.
I think that's just molten glass at that point, but
Probably. I don't know. I've never even observed the process of actually making glass before. But in any case, yes. It's very interesting what the mind shows us. How sometimes it can be very vague, obtuse, almost as though the only logic it has is that of the internal logic that not even your waking mind can parse once you try to look back at it. And others can be very clear, structured. Almost as though it were actually happening.
Like, Dan's somewhere nearby wakes up just like, this is the worst nightmare about drowning in molten glass.
Good.
I suppose I should watch my words in the future.
I mean, you. To be fair, you couldn't have known that, so.
He shrugs. Not really much else to add to or comment about.
And I think we pull out from this scene as the dawn breaks. And Jared, for a second you swear you see that golden bracelet on your wrist. And what comes to mind is some of the things Mirgel said to you. But just a trick of the morning light, it seems.
He blinks twice, hard, to try to rub the drowsiness out of his eyes. I think I'm still half asleep.
here's some food. Hopefully that helps. And I'll get to the others. So.
All right. Thank you.
And he's just gonna kind of like pat him on the shoulder, just friendly gesture if he'll let. So friendly bro gesture. I don't know.
No, that's good. That's good.
He gets the impression Jared's not a hugger, so at least doesn't
There,
give off that.
there. To quote Eni.
Yeah, so.
I shall comfort you. There, there.
Alright.
Alright.
Any venture actions?
I guess I should see if I can get some directions.
Yeah.
Please.
And I'll do some navigation again. So
21.
21.
Another one. Okay.
Yeah.
I see how it
Okay,
is. I see how it is, Gabe.
15 on the die +2. So
Alright. Both are successes.
All right.
roll the d8.
D8s, plural. Because both
Yes.
success. 4.
At least it wasn't that one.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah. Let's see. It's roughly 22 more hexes. 22, 23. Okay.
2. No complication.
Yay!
As you all...
If it had been the first one, we would have gotten a complication.
As you all travel through the rolling hills, brain please. As you all travel through the rolling hills, which of you notices the strange door first?
The strange door.
Why don't we do
Yeah, my passive
perception
perception is 20.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, Ember, you see just
Yeah.
a stone door embedded into the side of one of the hills.
I go investigate the door.
They help investigate.
Yeah.
Where
You-
did you go? What the heck is that?
Nothing at first seems too out of place about the door, but as you open it up, opens quite easily, but you're immediately faced by a wall with magic symbols scrawled across it in a pattern.
I am going to magic awareness just instinctively.
I am
right.
examining the symbols the normal way.
Alright.
Examine the normal way.
You get an abjuration sense from the door, and also an illusion sense from Dion.
Oh.
Okay, I feel like I should, roll just real quick. Yeah. Oh, he actually keeps his cool!
Oh!
So,
Alrighty.
but yeah, so I think, I say, looks like abjuration magic. So, can I roll an Arcana check to see if I can get anything more specific?
Yeah.
Can I also roll Arcana?
Yep. In fact, you could also
Go
help
for it.
action.
Which is good, because I need it!
Alright, that's a 13, which is pretty
Okay,
okay. Or
and a
23. Nice.
23.
Okay.
As you two are
He's
working...
also gonna go up to Dione and say, if there's anything you'd like to share, probably better sooner rather than later.
Out.
I was getting to it.
All right.
Just back over at the other two.
What do you think they're whispering about?
I don't know.
Okay.
With the
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. 23.
with the 23, you are decently able to actually like reverse engineer the password for the door by looking at the symbols and what leads to what. You do get somewhat of a sense that it's just because of how old this is that you're able to do this, but as you activate it, the wall falls away, not crumbling, but sliding down, opening up into an empty chamber. Or not quite empty chamber, but devoid of life.
Okay. Magic awareness does stay up for 2 turns. So do I get anything?
Yeah, you get, there's quite a bit of magical sense here. There's some gems that give off a bit of a conjuration sense, a lot of evocation.
Edie, there's shiny stuff in here.
Excuse me, what? As Edie will immediately just kind of look over. There it is.
Yeah, there's evocation, divination, all schools of magic here, but the gems are some of the strongest magical sense.
Okay, so I think
Okay.
I will. I think I'm gonna take some of the gems and start casting Identify.
Eni,
So it's like grab some of the
Yeah.
circles and then in the corner I'm just I call upon the 9 synchronicities.
What the heck is going on in here?
Eni,
She looks through the door.
Eni, do you touch any of the gems?
Let me do a wisdom save first.
Oh no,
Whoa,
telling
whoa,
me about the
whoa,
gems.
whoa,
I
sure,
may have-
100%.
I may have made an error.
Okay.
100%.
Eni. And Eni specifically, I need to clarify, since since order of operations, Dion touched a gem first, Eni now touching a gem, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Do I need a saving throw?
No, not Dion, just Eni.
19.
19, pretty good.
19.
Okay.
You feel the gem react to your presence. Your head goes fuzzy, and I think instinctively you drop it.
You put
What
down a
the
gem.
hell?
What's wrong with it? There must be something if you actually put it down.
Accursed magic is this?
Oh, that's
Um,
wonderful.
question. Is the gem... How different is the vibe of the gems compared to the Shadowfell shard that Eni has?
It is Eni's Shadowfell shard is similarly conjuration magic, but it's kind of like the Shadowfell shard is a piece of the realm of shadow that is channeling that direct energy, and so that is the conjuration sense you get from it, versus these gems are more like some of the conjuration components you would have been familiar with at the school.
Okay.
There also are notes lying about the room, but if anyone tries to read them, it is in a language none of you would know.
Okay. So it's not common, draconic, elvish, or infernal.
Nope.
He's just gonna stomp out now, angry.
Now,
Try
where's
yourself
that?
in a curse. The curse can't even touch him.
Now, where's the Eyes of the Runekeeper invocation when you need it? Yeah,
Um,
Jared would go out and just be the proverbial verbal punching bag.
Yeah,
Dion.
and Edie will just rant on the run outside.
Dion.
Risking my hide and nothing.
As you finish casting Identify, you find that these gems are a heavily modified and refined version of Souljar. But this is... But it is heavily refined to the point that there is a specific target in mind. And I think Arcana check, just to see what else you can glean from Identify.
Can I give her the help action?
Yeah.
Not 20.
Nat?
Hell
20.
yes.
Plus 7.
Oh. The part of the reason why the spell needed to be modified this much is because the target was incredibly powerful. That a normal soul jar, or probably even a full imprisonment spell, would not have been sufficient. These were test runs of that of that version of the spell that were used to make sure it would work. And I think with that nat 20, they did not react to you at all. They reacted to Eni.
Going to relay that.
Think we should get back to the others and all have a conversation.
I think I will take the notes with me before I leave.
All
Mhm.
right.
Yeah, and Ember will he will take the gems, but will be careful about storing them, but definitely does feel very weird about this, and the anxiety of oh no, what happens if I accidentally explode these is coming up in his head.
They probably weren't even good gems.
Okay, I think Ember's gonna say, we all need to sit down and talk. Now. And he will sit down.
Edie's already sitting on the ground pouting.
Okay. Wanna go first, Dione?
I think I will tell you about the gems first, just to get that warning out there.
So they specifically hate me. Great.
I think, Eni, the vision you saw while you were visiting the tower flashes in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and
Okay.
also,
Yeah, so see about acquiring a bloodline box to keep these in.
See Please do
Mhm.
so and keep those far from me.
I will.
Thank you.
If you want to know what the gems do, if Eni touches them, she has to make a DC 15 con save or fall unconscious, because these are test runs. If you fail by 10 or more, it is Sona that wakes up, not Eni. And then each day there's a con save to see if Eni can get back in control.
Uh-huh. I had a feeling.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, Dan is feeling Ember's gaze like boring into her skull.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, I told you when I joined up, I'm member of the Disciples of the Lawkeepers. The thing that I have not been broadcasting to everyone, with relations being what they are, is that I am from the Empire side of the Disciples. And she takes off her hood, revealing it to be a hat of disguise, and is still very similar dressed, but she is not. This is not this stocky tailless vendor is in fact a dwarf.
Oh.
Name's Magdalene. So you'll understand why this has been stressing me out as much as it has.
All right.
Yeah, no,
Thank you for sharing.
for Jared, this is just kind of like a, neat.
I think what helps in this situation is it's like, yeah, I'm doing this for my survival, not specifically to trick you all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Ember is definitely like very relieved that this isn't another Susil situation.
As long as you're not trying to stab us in the back like the last one, that's good with me.
Yeah.
I just want to uphold the treaty and keep everyone from killing each other, and unfortunately that seems to be kind of a big ask right now. So.
Yeah. Ember is kind of gonna put a hand on his shoulder, and if she's okay with it, he is gonna give her a hug. Just
So Magdalene accepts it.
okay. We're glad you're here. And we're gonna do everything to help you, because none of us want this. And I won't say anything. So, as far as we know, you're still a Mander named Dione.
Mhm. Yeah, I wanted to get it out before our meeting with the Rusted Fang, because Great Worms have true sight, and you don't want to look like you're trying to trick them. It's just, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
course.
understandable.
but I do understand for just navigating in public.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't want to deal with every single random person shit.
If
Yeah.
anyone tries anything, I'll punch them in the mouth. Everyone has a plan until you punch them in the mouth.
Thank you.
I used to work at a tavern, so I very much understand not wanting to deal with everyone's shit. That's why I would hide in the kitchen sometimes.
Kind of nods, and they'll just like the hood off. She's like taking her hair out of the bun it's been in, and she does have like beard, like not a super long one, but she's taking the opportunity to kind of brush both out.
Mm-hmm.
She's not having to fake being something that does not have hair.
Also, what was that thing you were saying about 9 secret algaes?
That was, I I do come from like a town near the border, so just on the Empire side. So I did have, Mando friends from next town over. That's something they sometimes invoke when doing ritual casting.
And odd. Well, odd to me, but then again, I am very odd to others.
You know.
Very supportive, thank you.
I do my best.
She says with a thumbs up.
I mean, we're all odd in our own ways. So you're in good company.
Very true. Very true with that.
We should keep going. Still got ways to go. Thank you for sharing, Magdalene. Nice to get a proper introduction. And
Nice to have it out of the way, honestly.
if there's anything else anyone would like to share at the moment, I think now's a good time. Because one thing I will say is Ember would have mentioned to Eni and Jared that it's like he would have like given her like generally what they've been up to, but would not have gone into specifics of any of like Jared's personal stuff or Eni's personal stuff. So would have left that up to them to explain it.
At the comment of like, hey, does anyone else have anything that they want to share? Jared would just, without even a second to pause, or a second of silence, he would almost immediately chime in. I believe some entity is trying to approach me with another pact.
Is it friendlier than your previous patron?
It's showing me what I want to see, which doesn't really answer the question.
Alright.
I will not accept until I know more. The only common thread... I just realized that was a pun. The only common thread is usually something made out of some kind of golden weave. A bracelet, a rope, strings holding up a limp corpse of my former patron. That was the first one.
Your former patron
Can I?
being... I want to make an Arcana check.
Oh yeah, and
Oh.
I was actually gonna ask if I could roll a history check to see if Ember knows anything about like what the golden thread could be associated with. If that's okay.
That would actually be a religion check.
But I don't
And-
get advantage on that.
And to answer,
18! Beautiful.
okay, nice. But also to answer the question of like your previous patron being, Jared would reply, a very niche and esoteric entity that goes by many names, but the one that I know most well is the Umbral Prominence. Power above all. Take it, earn it, claim it, cultivate it. It doesn't
Can
matter how...
I roll an Arcana check to see if I've heard of that?
It would also be religion, rather
Yes.
than Arcana.
Yeah.
For Ember's 22.
Nope, that's a nat one.
Oh,
No.
yeah, you have not come across anything.
Given how hard it was to research that thing.
Yeah.
So.
You've not come across anything. For Ember's.
And you're also from the Empire, so.
Well, keep in mind, Jared's from the Kingdoms, and you found worshippers of whatever this entity is here in the territories.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Anyway, the
For
22.
22. The 22 golden thread is usually associated with fate. So whatever it is, this is a entity related to fate.
Well, golden threads are usually tied to fate of some sort. Could be trying to guide you on a more beneficial one, but you said it seems to be showing you things that are positive. Then it could be trying to pull us in the right direction, and it
Or
all the help we can get.
Or it is trying to lure us in, and eventually the golden bracelet turns into a golden noose.
Well,
Yeah, I was just
that's also
out of character
possible.
pulling up. Yeah, I was out of character just pulling up the document you sent Samuel. So would Magdalene in character know the fake deities?
Yeah. That document is mostly major deities because there's a lot of minor deities, but yeah.
Mhm. But Ember is gonna say it's like that too, and why keep an eye on it and figure out what it is and what it wants.
Could the original three parties, so Ember, Eni, and Jared, all roll insight checks for me?
Alright.
Okay,
Ah, Jared.
that's an 8.
13.
13?
11.
11. None of you are able to complete. None of you get the epiphany, as it were.
Hmm,
We all shrug.
I'll think on it.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're not signing any contracts right now,
Yeah.
just believe it.
Until I know
I-
what this entity wants, and as long as everything is told up front, nothing will be done.
Sounds like the best bet.
I think
Make sure it's not.
yeah. I have a bit once you guys are done.
Yeah, make sure it's
Yeah.
not a devil that you're signed up with.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ember's gonna do something which he has been doing a lot of since he left, which is praying to the Protector, but this especially because he just wants some sort of hope for this situation, and what Jared was telling him was kind of getting him to think, okay, maybe it's fine, but then Jared, was saying like, could it could still be someone trying to trick them, and like Ember knows that like he has a point, and it's just has a moment where it's like he just wants something to just hold on to know that like maybe they can get through this.
Alright. If no one else has anything else, I have two quick scenes I'd like to end off on today.
I would just end it off as they just kind of look between each other.
Well, I guess if we're doing the sharing circle, I'm the hat.
I think
These two know already, but just in case.
I think that's a good place to cut it off with the party, and I'll do the one scene and not the
Yeah.
other.
And Poke Emblem, you can explain to Roxanne off session because I have not told her anything.
As we cut to, at first outside a floating island that we then zoom into as we see Mez and his 4 lackeys still bound, kneeling, as Ardenat walks up to them, flicks her wrist, and the gag that Mez has gets torn by magical energy. She then steps aside and gives a slight bow as the tyrant himself walks up to the 4 bandits. You've been quite troublesome. For your crimes against me and other dragon lords, your punishment is exile to the Empire. I'm sorry. You heard me. You will be let loose in those lands to do with what you will, but no longer here. So let me get this straight. Your punishment is to hire us? No. Hiring you would mean that I would be paying you. As the tyrant gives Mez a knowing smirk. And that's where we will end the session.
We should have fed him to the dinosaur.
You said 2 scenes? Sorry, I thought there was a second one.
The second one is gonna be better handled later,
Okay.
since Edie's gonna have her talk.
Alright.
But yeah, thank you everyone for showing up. Hope you enjoyed, players. Low-key travel session.
Yeah. And Ember made a lot of progress
Yeah.
on with
Way back.
yeah, with switching over to Eldritch Knight, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, yeah, we're 22 and we started at like 50. We're a little over halfway there.
Oh wow, nice.
Living on a prayer.
I am so glad you guys found and unlocked the room. Is that
That'd
was
be good to try to reverse engineer and translate those notes.
I am glad I wasted that 2 on the wisdom and not
Yeah.
the save.
Also, you talking about like the floating islands, I was like, Aeolus, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Anyway, see you chat. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, chat.
Bye.
Boy.